Okay, I think we're live, hopefully. A little late setting things up, so I gotta fix things real quick. But then we can get into it. Hold on, I gotta go into YouTube Studio real quick. Live, edit, and add it to playlists. Okay, and everything else should be good. And then advertise. Alright, almost done. Almost done and we can start. Actually, let me check and make sure the audio is good. Before I really get started. Let's see, audio check. Okay, we're good. Cool. Alright. Week 52. The weekly shorts. Almost a full year. I think just a few weeks away. But first we gotta look at the records from last week. I did grind just a little bit, so I'm top 10 in region. Did okay. Did one a little better, but I only grinded like an extra hour or so, you know. So let's see if there's any crazy shortcuts. I don't think most of these tracks should, besides 3, but we'll see. Alright, we got the glacier map. So we had a 16.6-ish. Records are about 16.1, so only half a second behind. Which makes sense. I don't think we'll see anything crazy. But let's take a look. Going high over the hill, interesting. And yeah, just a very slight ice slide into a sharp corner there. Yep, so it's just getting that ice slide without getting the gear, and then just going as inside as possible. Don't look at map 3 records, they crash your game. Okay. Interesting. I guess we'll have to skip map 3 for now. Maybe we'll come back to that. Thank you for the warning. Also, what's up, Natalie? Alright, so now we have Corny with the record. That's a little scary. Map 2. So, looks to be clean driving. Maybe there's a skip in the end. Okay, going through there. And yeah, skipping that. Okay, that makes sense. So I kind of want to just see Corny's perspective. Because I think he had a bit of a different line going towards the end. So yeah, this all makes sense. And going up here, taking the road still, unlike most of the other people, and then getting a clean bug slide. Very nice. So we're gonna skip map 3 for now. Unfortunately, because I am kind of interested in the records there, but we'll have to come back to that. I'd rather not crash my game midstream. So now we have map number 4. And we did pretty good here. Could have done better. Oh, there is one bugged record. Probably 2. So we'll take a look at these 3 first. So it seems some people took the lower path, which gained speed in the end, but only just barely. Oh, this is bugged. Hold on. Actually, let me... No, that's a bugged record too. Alright. Well, we'll look at Rozzy. And then we'll look at Clear Vision and see if... Clear Vision's record is legit, which it probably isn't, but we did pretty good. Only about half a second behind here. Not counting this. Yeah. Alright, so unfortunately 3 bugged records, but these 2 make sense. Map 2 is couple of day style. Interesting. Now we have Darude Sandstorm. Now this is the reactor map, but I have heard there's no reactor flights, but I may have been lied to. There's also a pretty big gap between first and the rest. And Crazy Dude Crook got the record on last week's map 5, I think. So I believe it's legit. Oh, look at that. What? Okay. We gotta look at Cam's perspective. Okay, hit the wall, got a flight here, and a zoop into the finish. Okay, kinda nice. I guess somebody had to get the reactor zoop. Alright, now let's look at number 1. Crazy Dude Crook. Also does the same thing to set up the reactor flight, but gets it significantly better. Wow. Is Crazy Dude Crook the new reactor god? I don't know, but he's won twice on reactor maps the past couple weeks. Map 3 is an aircraft carrier. I did spot that on the preview. I did see that on the preview. Alright, so we'll have to come back to this one, unfortunately. Unfortunately, can't show y'all if it's gonna crash my game. But let's get started in week 52. And we don't need that. Alright. Okay. Hard 180. And don't want to get the airtime there, probably. I do want to get airtime in the... well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's check things out. So definitely don't want to get airtime, which is going to be a little tricky on some of these turns. Like that one, and that one. And we're just going to jump into finish, but I'm actually not convinced that's the right thing to do. I feel like the lower finishes may be better. If only because they're in the same place, just lower, so if you can get a line towards them, you're probably better off. Okay, a bit better. Not a great run though. Still not quite sure what to do in the 180 turn. Can't get a clean line to the close finish. At least not with the way I'm taking these turns. So maybe upper finish is the way. It's hard to say though. If it is, it's not by much. But yeah, getting no airtime in that jump is going to be very important. I am going to take a quick look because this is one of those maps where you could definitely see some sort of hidden cut somewhere. Right? I don't think there is. But I also do not trust the map makers. Yeah, so the one checkpoint's placed so you can't just jump through there. Yes. Doesn't look like there's any cuts. Found a crazy strat on 3. Okay, okay. I'm gonna farm map 3 again. Let's see. At 180 is a bit difficult. Not want the airtime there. Still a better record though. Can definitely do a little better though. Like the start was good. The start was genuinely pretty good. Just need to clean up the rest. But we'll see if we can get another PB before we move on. Slight PB, very slight PB. Not ideal, but definitely better. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Wow. Okay, not bad. So I think we might be maxed out on what I'm gonna do. Can definitely do better, of course, but not in the next 5 minutes, I think. We'll see. We'll try a little bit before we move on. Like, you can do the start a bit better, you can do the middle a bit better. Map 5 is American Ninja Warrior, oh boy. Lost grip a bit there, very unfortunate. Yeah, you definitely can get a sub 17 here, like no question. But doing it is gonna be another story. Oh, I jumped too far to the outside of the ring, or the far part of the ring. Like, I think you can gain a quarter of a second on the start alone. Like, this should gain a quarter. Yeah, just about. Too much airtime though. Alright. Give it like 3 more attempts, and then we'll move on. Because I am pretty happy with the record we got. Yeah, too much airtime. Alright, last try. Nope. Okay. Good map. We'll move on. Now we have cold tires. This is the supposedly track of the day style. Okay, I kind of see it. Oh god, what am I doing? Okay. These are pretty tight turns. A little awkward to try and drift, but definitely gonna need to. Like so. Let's see where this puts us. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm not convinced by how I took that first turn. Slight brake tap to get just enough space to get around the corner, maybe. But I think in an ideal world we do a neo slide, or you just full speed it. I guess full speeding is pretty good too. Might be the fastest answer. You have all ATs now, time to hunt 3 into oblivion. Yeah, we'll see if I can try and beat you this time, because I think you beat me last week. Also, that was a pretty good run. Top 50 world, even this early, pretty strong. Let's see if we can do slightly better before we move on. But I suspect that run's gonna be hard to beat. Oh no, I clipped the side. You got a 13.2 last week? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you beat me then. I think I got pretty similar after I ended stream, but I don't think I exceeded that. But yeah, our time's pretty good here. Can't lie. But can always do better. I guess a lot of people haven't figured out you can just full speed the first turn. That'd be my guess. Because I don't think my time is so good that it should be that high rank even early on a simple map like this. Good, too early. I think with a better end I'd be extremely happy. Because I think I lost at least a quarter second on the end. Because I definitely overdrifted it. Nah, you need to drift harder there. Maybe with the new slide you could do the slight drift I did. But I cannot neo slide. At least not like with any form of consistency, so. Okay, that's a little better, but I landed too far. Or too inside. I drifted too early there. 13.9 on 3. Okay. You got a time to beat. Ugh. Okay. My last jump is hard. Yeah, we might have to move on because our PB is pretty strong. Just beat it by a single millisecond. Was that 100th? 1000th? 1000 probably, I assume. I don't remember my, oh yeah, Centi is 100th, I think. I don't work with a lot of metric. Alright, give it like 2 more tries, and we'll move on so we have a little extra time with the other maps. Because don't really need the extra time for this one, apparently. Alright, that was a good attempt, but not quite good in the landing at the end. And this wasn't overdrift. Or was it? No! Oh, I clipped the outside. If I had, like, just slightly more space, that would have been good. Alright, we'll move on. Good, cute mini tech map. Let's see how my record stands. Alright, now we have the pathfinding map slash puzzle map. And there is a lot of places to go. Alright, first let's just go far left. So go through this checkpoint, I suppose. And then what? Where am I going? Like, actually, where am I going? Oh, over here. And then here, okay. And then it's finished there, okay. I see. So one checkpoint, many finishes. We've seen this before. Interesting that there's a checkpoint so close, right? Because normally you don't want to place a checkpoint so close. Think you already got the fastest strat? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, where am I going? I have no clue where I'm going. There are definitely checkpoints I could have hit that I missed. Seems like anything past that is too far. See a checkpoint down there. Not very convenient to hit at this point. Checkpoint here. See, is that a finish here? No, it's just red. Okay, I have no clue how to get that finish. Let's finish here. Also just go out here. Oop. Don't want to fall off. That's a very inconvenient pipe, I'm not gonna lie. The ring fin is the one you use. I believe it. It seems to be the closest one. Alright, hold on. Let me at least do this to get AT. Because we've been struggling just finding finishes for a while. And I think this is good enough to get the AT. Oh, that works. 13.6. Wait, does that beat your time? 13.67. Direct jump into the finish from there. My current time I found out by accident trying another path. Interesting. Yeah, I got a little lucky with the end, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was trying to land on the road, I ended up clipping the side. But you can just direct jump. Oh, there we go, another PB. That seems pretty fast to me. Not very hard either, which I appreciate. Because a lot of these pathfinding maps I've been skill checked. I feel like this isn't the fastest necessarily, but this is a pretty strong path. I'm sure there's something else you can do. I do want to try and max this out a little bit. Because I didn't actually get direct on my PV. I hit the pole there. So let's try and get one more PV and then I'm going to explore the map a bit. There we go. Boom. Direct. Yeah, no, it really does be like that. Alright, let me do a little cam 7ing. So are there any finishes back here besides this one far away? Doesn't look like it. There's this path. So instead you go out here. Wait, I lost it. Oh, it's over here. That still seems a little far. So there's some stuff out here. So checkpoint finish over here. Doesn't seem too bad. Probably not going to beat my PB though. What checkpoint here? What does this lead to? I don't know. Then there's this ring. Oh yeah, I guess you can go up that way, up towards the ring. That doesn't seem bad. I think anything further is not viable. And there's definitely nothing back here. Maybe like one finish back here for the memes. Alright. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm gonna check the one that's backwards first. Because that seems to be the I think that's the shortest path besides the ones I already explored. Ooh. Uh-oh. Water. I don't know if I like that. See, that makes that line awkward. Because you don't really want wet tires. But... Oh, maybe you can bug slide it. Hmm. Or, oh, that's better. I see. Get a more direct line. Land, hopefully not sliding. No one will use your path because the fast is trivial. I mean, we'll see. I don't truly believe that the path I have my PB on is the fastest path. But I think it's probably the easiest to fast, you know, easiest path for the fastest time overall. Ooh, I just want to not slide there, please. Yeah, it's tricky. You need to get turned around somehow, but... No, come on. I mean, this path doesn't seem bad either if you get it clean. Yeah, it's the easiest fast. Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly right. I think this path actually may be faster if you can somehow avoid losing all your speed to sliding. Because I lose 100 speed, more or less, getting the checkpoint. But if you were to manage to do that without sliding, that's definitely faster. Like, maybe if there's a way to not go through the water, but I don't see a line that doesn't go through the water. Like, maybe you could do something like that. That seems very difficult, though. Yeah, lose a little too much speed doing that. Maybe without clipping corner. Oh, it's gonna be close. Okay, better. .5 better almost. That's actually pretty big. And there's these paths out here. So you probably want to jump instead of going over the water. No, these are a little too far, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe with a clean jump. Like, maybe you could jump right in between the pipes there. That seems like insane though, right? Like, I think that way could possibly be faster, but it'd be very difficult. Oh, not bad. Hold on. Oh, it's close. It's real close, actually. Oh, I just counted my time. Yeah, I don't think people have figured out that path. Got a 12.6. Not bad. Not bad at all. With my PB strat, I see. So strats I've been trying since have been pretty close. Because now I'm kind of believing in this one. Yeah, 48th world, I do believe that. I mean, my time's 70th right now. And that's with a different path. Alright, I hesitated too much. I think this path has a lot of potential, actually. I'm trying right now. The clean jump. I think this is it. And again, if you manage to squeeze through the pipes there, you could go real fast. But that's only for the criminally insane to try and do. '70th. I don't know. Probably the same reason why I get flamed for saying Mario instead of Mario. Went right too early. Alright, I do really want to get a PB on this path, and then we'll move on. We might have to move on where we can do it. I don't know. It's a me, a Mario. Actually could have been it. I got distracted. There we go. New PB. Oh, people are figuring out this map. Oh well. Plus map. Let's take a look at the fast map. Edge Rider. Seems a little NASCAR-y, but I think it's just precision. Okay, that was scary. Had .2 ahead but crash wall, that's super unfortunate. Oh yeah, this is just a precision map. So this is like map 6 from the campaign. So the times are probably going to be very close together. Okay, imagine people are going to max out at like 16.4. Maybe 16 point... probably 16.2. Destroy your PV. Well, once you figure out... once you realize the secret to this map... you'll probably have a pretty similar PV, which is it is genuinely just a full speed map. It just looks like it isn't. So it's just like map 6. Want to make sure you air brake there. A little wide there is fine. Yeah. Hate map 6. That's understandable. It is extremely precise for a green map. Like, it's probably one of the hardest green maps they've ever put out, which is kind of crazy. Okay, a little ahead. No. Messed up the last turn. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to beat this PV. And once I beat it, I don't know how he can go faster, you know? Slight PV. See if we can get one more, and we'll move on. Oh, I just keep going a little too far to the left. Okay, a little bad landing there. Okay, if it was a better start, I would have done it. I think people might max out in 16.5 on this map, if I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know how you can go much faster. Okay, I think we'll take that PV for now. We'll give it a plus. It's different. Let's check old map 3. How about this? I'm gonna do map 5 of this this week first, and we'll give myself 5 minutes to check map 3 of last week. So if it still crashes my game, I still have time to reload and get into the cup of the day. So we'll take 10 minutes here and then we'll check it out. Okay. AT. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. Ideally, don't want to go in the water. But it's kind of awkward to get this bounce without falling off. Okay, this should be a good PB. Almost crashed the end. A little bit of a nosedive. Actually probably helped us. Oh, I'm slower in the end. Oh, still PB. You have a 17.7 on this one. Okay, okay. Oh, I missed the rail. And a 12.5 on map 3. That seems really good. I wonder if it's worth going for the other bounces. I don't know. Can we drive on the side here? Maybe. I don't know. It's very thin. Oh, maybe. Like so? Didn't seem to save time, unfortunately. Although it was pretty swag. Just because your wheels get so wet. Oh, hello. If I landed on my wheels, it would have been real nice. Like, I definitely want to hit that, but not get a nosedive so I can land on my wheels. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus. Come on. I definitely feel like this is the way. It's just getting a clean landing is going to be difficult. No, I jumped right over it. Maybe I shouldn't even bother trying to jump on the thing. Alright, unfortunate. See, now the little thingy there is more of an obstacle than anything. Kind of just in the way. Maybe you could drive on the side on the second part there. No. Tragic. Just landing on my wheels is gonna be real tough. Yeah, you don't want to actually land on that. Obstacle slows you down. Okay. Air brake after second jump. Yeah, it just sometimes I land on the uphill, and that's what's really is messing me up. Because if I could land on clean on top of the hill, that'd be ideal. It's just sometimes I'm not. Alright. That almost worked out. Oh, that was weird. Alright. Do a few more runs, or at least try to. And then we'll take a look at map 3, and hopefully it doesn't crash my game. Yeah, if you have speed, you can definitely jump into that rail, get the speed boost. Alright, last couple tries. No. I knew I had to dodge going center. I would have hit it if I went center. Just because of the speed. Okay, I'm a little slow, but it should PV. Ending it on a PV. Pretty good record to end off on. Although it definitely could have been a lot cleaner. We'll give this a plus. Do love myself some American Ninja Warrior. Alright, so before cup of the day, let's try and look at the records. Yeah, my English isn't Englishing. Alright, let's see if I crash. I think everything looks good. Got a Mogus. So everyone's going this way. Or at least these players are. I see. Interesting. I'm surprised this is the fastest way. Oh, we have a tie for first, I just realized. Coco and Corny tying for first. Tips on map 1? Sure. For map 1 of this week, you want to make sure you don't get airtime, or as little airtime as possible. And we can... It's not gonna let me... Alright, I'll do a run of this map real quick. So you want to go as inside as possible in this turn, on the first turn, because it's a 180. And you don't care too much about the speed loss because you actually don't want so much speed that you get airtime going down the hill. And then super inside here, slow down a little if you have to, just to take less airtime. And then you want no airtime in the last hill. So it's really about trying to get as little airtime as possible. And because the lower finish would be faster if there's a direct line, but I don't see it, so upper finish is the way. Yeah, like the problem with getting airtime on that hill, the reason why you have to slow down is if you get airtime in the first downhill there, it's really hard not to get airtime in the second because you do like a little bounce. So it's worth slowing down to ensure you don't get airtime in the last part. Of course, the ideal thing would be just full speed the whole thing, but that takes a lot more control. I kind of want to get another PB here. Maybe? No, I jumped too far. That would have been PB if I actually got to the inside part of the finish. Oh my god. Alright, we do have to move on to Cup of the Day in a moment. But I just wanted to at least demonstrate this map a little bit. But yeah, pretty good week this week. Maybe we'll have to hunt a little bit. We'll see how my time's hold. I'm actually surprised this one's already getting beaten out a lot, and this is the one that's kind of holding. But there is always room to improve, that's for sure. Alright, let's get into Cup of the Day lobby. Okay. Alright, yesterday's map was hard. Tricky tech map. But we'll see what we get this today. I have a feeling it's going to be a lesser playstyle. It's going to be a map like Wood or something. Wood or alt car or something that's not chosen so often. Although maybe it's just gonna be dirt. Who knows? Looks like plastic actually. Or maybe plastic, rather. Let's see. Don't want to crash that. Hold on. That turn, I want to go a little wider than you think. A little bit out. So I want to go super inside there, but obviously you're just gonna fall off if you do that. Oh, risk. Okay, well I can't believe that got into risky, but that risky's a little scary. Got a 17.1 on map 1 now? Glad to hear it, yeah. Yeah, it's all about making sure you don't get airtime. Okay, let's see if we can get a clean run here. Goal is usually just to get a gold, and whatever division we get is what we get. This run is not getting gold, by the way. But still slightly, but a lot better than our PV, so we'll finish it out. Now this risky is what scares me. Yeah, it's probably worth slowing down just to get it. But hitting that risky finish at full speed is going to be very tough. See. Oh, a little too far on the outside. Still a PB. Okay, this seems like a pretty good run. Maybe no riskies faster. Maybe if you don't slow down. We can try it on this run. Never mind. It depends how many slow-mo blocks they placed. Because if it is just one, the no risky looks fine. Yeah, there's slow-mo on the safe finish. But if it's just one slow-mo, that's that shouldn't hurt too much. It's just like if there's like 2 or 3, then it's like a bit more questionable. And it's hard to tell how many they place until you just run into it. But I should still be able to get gold with this run. Going through... there's 2 of them. Yeah, so 2 slow-mo... You're definitely losing some time there. Maybe like a 0.3 of a second, zero point 0.4. Maybe more, honestly. Maybe like a full half. Still might be worth it to go into that during rounds just because of how, it's not like super difficult to get the risky, but if you miss it, you're punished very hard. Oh, I thought there was space up there I could use. That's unfortunate. That was a pretty good run too. Drifted too much. Oh my god, I thought I had enough speed. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna get one of these runs. I am getting gold before the qualifiers ends. Just need one run, you know. Okay, about even with my PB. And we'll go for the risky. There we go. I can do AT. I don't know about AT. We can definitely improve a bit more though. I mean, the AT doesn't seem super strong. I could definitely do AT eventually. But I don't know about doing AT during qualifiers. Oh, this run's pretty good though. Okay, took that turn pretty bad though. And this turn too. Still gonna be a PB. They're like a bit over like a second and a third of a second behind AT now. Almost. Oh no, I went way too far to the right. Alright. Ideally we get one more PB. That's what I'm hoping for. Still did that turn pretty rough, but it's pretty bad in our PV as well, so still get another nice improvement on our time. That start was pretty good by myself, but we can do better. Like that. That's pretty good. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that turn was awful though. Oh well. That's fine. Still can get another PB with this. Almost a sub 43. One chance left. Come on, we need a good start. This will have to be it. Not ideal. Ah, I clipped a bit. Push through a wall and free drift, yeah. Nah, I think we'll have to take it. Take what we got. That's okay though. This is what, like div 12? Maybe 13? It's not too bad. Okay. Let's see if it lets me into the server. Div 12. Okay. Is Oreo Doodle in here? No. Okay. We've dodged Oreo. Him and I seem to be cursed to play in the same division every day, really. Both Cup of the Nighters on the weekdays. And even on the weekends when we play Cup of the Day, we end up running into each other. It's very funny. Let's see the copium on this run. Come on, copium timer. What we got? 43.4. Not bad. Okay. Here we go. No elimination round. Ooh, don't want to do that. Oh, that would be horrible if it was an actual round. That'd be like worst case scenario. Thank God it happened in a no elim round. Okay. Now we really need to lock in. Oh, going safe. I am not trying to risk you after crashing into a wall. But we didn't get eliminated first round. That's always good. It's like the bare minimum, right? Okay. Not ideal. Now I'm gonna have gear issues the rest of the track, so that's gonna be fun. I'm like so close to gearing down in these turns. Oh no, that's disastrous. I actually might be out because of that. Wow, that little light pole screwed me over because I went too far in the inside. Unfortunate way to go out, but that's how it be sometimes. I did crash twice, so I can't say I didn't deserve to go out. But that's gonna be the end of our Cup of the Day run. And yeah, I think pretty good week today. It's kind of been banger week after banger week lately, which I love to see. But that's gonna be the end of stream today. Of course, we're gonna have the stream at the normal time next week too. And yeah, finish up the summer campaign too, or not summer, the fall campaign. Videos for the last couple tracks should be out this coming week, so look out for that. But other than that, thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day.